Joao Cancelo is one of the players that Mikel Arteta appreciates as a manager of Arsenal, and Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead and confirmed to us on several occasions that Arsenal are really trying to relegate Joao Cancelo under their management as a team that is really doing great into the Premier League. Now, there is a Joao Cancelo to Arsenal transfer twist that has been given to us by a source coming in from Germany, and it's something that I said I can't sleep without letting the fans or subscribers of this channel not knowing about it. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. Rokani David is my name, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. One will ask, Rokani, how do we subscribe? Lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time we upload a video onto this channel. We are talking Balogun. Balogun is leaning towards leaving Arsenal. Who has gone ahead to give us this story? It's Seth Demash of Sky Sports has gone ahead and confirmed to us that this man wants to leave Arsenal. Lastly, Franz Neda, Fabrizio Romano dropping a huge hint on Franz Neda's transfer to Arsenal and what is really around his decisions on where to play next season, and the very many options available that Arsenal need to fight through to see to it that they convince this is it 18-year-old right back to come in and join the Arteta coached side. So let's see close to 200 likes smashed on this video, and now let's get directly into this Joao Cancelo story. Now, there is a man known as Maximilian Coach. He's a sports journalist, and he gets news from Bayern Munich, and DFB, that is the German Football Federation. He has told us that Joao Cancelo does not see his future at Bayern. A return to Munich is very unlikely. The Portuguese doesn't want to play in England anymore, neither at City nor Arsenal. So, this is an update coming in from a close journalist who was at Bayern Munich, and you would take it with a pinch of salt. That's it. You can't take it with a full pinch of salt, with a full sack of salt. You take it with a pinch of salt because Joao Cancelo is a professional player. I've not had any pressure coming in from his wife, his children, of him not wanting to play into the Premier League. So, but you cannot really rubbish what this journalist has gone ahead to put up, because Cancelo was in Germany for some 5 months, and obviously you will at any one point understand that he has gone ahead to really set up media connections with very many people, and obviously they are really trying to communicate to him, and maybe his representatives are really trying to let this known to the public that maybe Joao Cancelo doesn't want to see himself play in Germany or England. But let's take it that it's true. Where does this leave Arsenal? Arsenal is a team that has always wanted experience this summer. They're ongoing in for top quality players. If you see Arsenal, they're a team that wants top class players in. That's why you see them going for Declan Rice. They are wanting Gundogan, Mason Mount, Joao Cancelo, Moise Caicedo. They are going in for only and only proven talent. That's it. They are going in for only and only proven talent. And the moment they go in for that, that means it will be a huge blow if at all they don't get in Joao Cancelo, because the experience that Joao Cancelo holds is really very, very huge. But I really get a setback into this story after referring to the story I brought you way back, I think like 3 days, 4 days back, of Man City not wanting to sell Joao Cancelo to Barcelona, meaning that they don't want to sell the player to Barcelona, amidst Pep Guardiola being one of those managers that has gone ahead to be so much important in the build-up of Barcelona, and he has always said he wishes them well, and if at all Barcelona want a player for Man City, he can easily greenlight the departure of that player. This time round, it wasn't the case, and this is what Xavi told us. I think I brought you this story like 3-4 days back. We wanted Joao Cancelo at Barca in January. He was offered and we said yes. Man City discussed that internally. And then told us they did not want to allow Joao Cancelo to Barcelona. That's it. So you see that however much Joao Cancelo doesn't want to come back to England, it's the only option that is left with. That's it. However much there is a twist, it's a double-edged sword, you know? It's a two-way traffic, you know? Joao Cancelo doesn't want to be in England, but the only club that can sign him is in England. Man City looks like they don't want to sell him to Barcelona. Even if they are willing to sell him to Barcelona, can Barcelona raise 60 million pounds? I doubt whether they can't. That's it. So I don't see Barcelona spending 60 million pounds because right now they are trying to create space for the return of Lionel Messi. And the return of Lionel Messi is really going to come up and consume most of the monies that Barcelona would have gone ahead to use into the transfer window. They are doing it in the name of knowing that Messi is the hugest brand of football with Ronaldo and is going to add close to 250 million euros coming in from sponsors to the club of Barcelona. That is it for a side of Barcelona. So I don't see them doing the needful, signing this player. Bayern Munich have said no to Joao Cancelo. They are not willing to keep him. He's going to return to Man City. Pep Guardiola at Man City told the board he does not want to keep his eye on Joao Cancelo, meaning this transfer should be done before Man City return back to the preseason. So, looks like the only option Joao Cancelo is left with is going to Arsenal. Arsenal is the only team that wants to sign him. And there is some good knowledge about Man City wanting the left back of Arsenal, that is Kientieni. So it looks like Man City has what Arsenal have, what Arsenal want, and vice versa. So I think that can really lead to this deal to come and happen ASAP because Arteta appreciates Joao Cancelo and Arteta has gotten to know that what failed him to win the trophy was the lack of experience. So that's the twist of Joao Cancelo to Arsenal, as he doesn't want to play in England anymore. No team is willing to pay that amount of money that they've gone ahead to put onto his head. That is it. And Arsenal are willing to commit to the transfer of this player. So that's the Joao Cancelo to Arsenal transfer twist. And I've found it so much important to really give you this story such that you guys get to know about it and obviously contemplate about it and see what is happening in the transfer world. Remember, this transfer period, the transfer is opening up on the 14th of June officially. So these days, the first 13 days of this month are going to be for teams to prepare, see to it that they submit in bids, get the deals done, but submitting in paperwork is starting officially on the 14th of June. Even if you sign a player right now and you agree a deal with a team, that player cannot be unveiled, right? Because to unveil a player, the FA has to first go on and receive all the documents signed from both teams, and then they'll give you a go-ahead to really reveal the player. So that's it. So let's wait and see how that is going to pan out. Now, as the deal of Joao Cancelo looks like is having a huge twist in it, and Man City look like maybe we can sell to Arsenal or maybe we cannot, and they're a little bit skeptical, looks like Arsenal are really interested in another right back, 18 years of age, known as Franz Neda. I talked a lot about him during the January transfer window, and Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead and told us the following via the quote offside. Arsenal have appreciated Franz Neda since January, but for now, they have not yet sent any official proposal. Despite rumors to the contrary, there is no concrete negotiations at this stage. The rest remains open. Dortmund also interested in him. Now, Arsenal were hugely interested in signing Franz Neda in the January transfer window. It looks like Mikel Arteta had anticipated that maybe they can get an injury of Tomiyasu after loaning Cedric Soares to Fulham, and they'll be really having huge injuries. And that's when a player of the caliber of Saliba found himself injured, and Arsenal were really left with a very huge vacuum on the right side of the central defense. And if at all Franz Neda was there, they would have gone ahead to play Franz Neda at the right back and then put Ben White into the central defense. That's it. But Arsenal have not yet sent in their proposal as they did in the January transfer window. So it looks like Arsenal are looking for different kinds of player altogether. As I've told you, this time around, Arsenal are going for experience first. They know where they are going. They need experience, and Mikel Arteta should be knowing this. They are focusing on players that have gone ahead to be proven in the Premier League and the Champions League. So that's why you see to it that Arteta wants to see himself getting 2 players from Man City, Ilkay Gundogan and Joao Cancelo. He can get Ilkay Gundogan on a free, and Joao Cancelo, if at all, he really spends big. So Franz Neda being a very good player, a prospect, it's really 50-50, and you cannot guarantee it that Arsenal are really going in for him. January it was possible, but this time around, with Arsenal seeing the right backs of the caliber of Cancelo present, Joshua Kimmich looks like he wants to get rid of the La Liga, and you know Joshua Kimmich, he can play as a right back and a central defensive midfielder. So they have very many options. Look at Moise Caicedo. Towards the end of the season, he has been playing as a right back for Brighton, and that can act as a gist or a boost or a catalyst for Mikel Arteta to get him in, because he knows exactly that this man is really good, and sorry about this. This man is really good. He can play as a CDM. He can play as a number 8 box-to-box midfielder. Again, he can play as a right back. So I think Arsenal can contemplate on that and say, getting Cancelo at £60 million and getting Moise Caicedo at 70 or 80 million pounds, who can play in like 3 positions. What is better? But they have to look on the other side also of Joao Cancelo. Joao Cancelo can play as a right back and as a left back, as Arsenal are planning to sell Kieran Tierney, who is the backup left back they're going to be having. So it's really a situation that it's only Mikel Arteta, Edu, and the entire board of Arsenal that know who have they made the priorities for the left back position signing, right-sided centre back signing, right back signing, central midfield signing, because central midfield they want 2, and the right forward signing. So Arsenal needs close to 5 signings to really start off their season on a high and obviously compete with the likes of City. So that is it for Franz Neda. Story coming in from Fabrizio Romano. Arsenal were interested in the player during the January transfer window. Right now, Arsenal have not yet shown their interest, but they appreciate their player, and if at all any bid or proposal goes in from Arsenal, we will be here letting you know exactly what the matter is all about. And lastly, let's talk about Folarin Balogun. Story coming in from Sports Seth, that is the Mesh. Seth, he's a sports reporter at Sky News, and he's so much leaning onto the transfer talk. He says, Arsenal striker Balogun leaning towards leaving on a permanent basis. Final decision rests with Arsenal. Balogun has 2 years left on his contract. Scored 20 league goals for Reims on loan. Number of clubs interested including RB Leipzig, Eintracht Frankfurt and Monaco. So Balogun is having 2 years left on his contract, and I don't see Arteta giving him a chance, unless otherwise he fires all cylinders during the preseason. And I think this decision of Folarin Balogun is going to be made as the preseason really comes on. Arteta is going to give him a chance like he did to William Saliba. William Saliba was given a chance and he really seized the chance. Till now, he has gone ahead to really cause a lot of headache on the board of Arsenal because of the amount of money he's calling in for to put pen to paper. But he really looked good. Saliba looked great. And if at all, Folarin Balogun can take the same route as Saliba took at Arsenal and utilizing the chance that the manager has gone ahead to give him, then he'll find himself in one of the best positions to even dislodge Eddie Nketiah out of that position. I believe that if at all Balogun is really more more direct and is scoring in more goals. He can even take on Gabriel Jesus, though it's not hard. But if he comes in through and really puts up the best performance, he can find himself in a position of taking over. You know, we've seen these scenarios at Arsenal very many times, you know. Remember when Fabregas came in through, you know, there are very many other midfielders at Arsenal, but the age of, I think, was going to click 16 years of age. He played, and he played a full season and played very well. You know, the likes of Samil Nasri, they found here players where they Gavinho, and they overtook them, and they played very well. So, to me, I really understand that anything is possible. Arteta is going to give this boy a chance, but my worry for the player Balogun is simple. The ego is really huge. The ego is really huge for Folarin Balogun, and I think that's one of those things that Mikel Arteta doesn't like to be having at his club. He hates egoistic players. That's why he sold Mesut Ozil, Aubameyang, David Luiz, name it. He hates egoistic players at the club. So, your thoughts on to Cancelo to Arsenal transfer twist are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Franz Neda? Will Arsenal go back for the teenage right back? Yes or no? And lastly, Folarin Balogun, would you keep him or sell him? Because for him, he's leaning onto a move away from Arsenal. If Arsenal really keep him and they don't utilize him as he wants, that will be 1 year done, meaning that he will be left with 1 year on his contract, meaning that if Arsenal really want to get some good money out of this 20-year-old, they have to sell him now in a season where he's going to have to score 20 goals in League 1. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I sign out for now. See you later. Bye-bye.